Imagine that every night, when you go to sleep, you are a ship that has finally come into a safe harbor. The sea is calm. The anchor is down. There is, for a few hours, a moment of peace. And then, the alarm clock rings. And it is the sound of your anchor being violently ripped up from the seafloor. It is the signal that you are being forced back out, into a stormy, relentless, and exhausting sea that you no longer have the strength to navigate. This is the hidden truth behind hating your mornings. It's the leaden weight in your limbs that feels like gravity has doubled while you slept. It's the immediate, cold flood of anxiety that washes over you the moment you open your eyes. It's hitting the snooze button, not for 5 more minutes of sleep, but for 5 more minutes of escape from the day that is waiting for you. For years, you have probably told yourself a simple story about this feeling. I am just not a morning person. You have labeled yourself lazy, undisciplined, a night owl. But what if that is not the real story? What if your profound, visceral resistance to the morning is not a quirk of your personality? What if it is a brilliant, powerful, and deeply intelligent signal from the truest part of you? A messenger, telling you a truth you have been trying very hard to ignore. You don't hate mornings. You hate the life you are being forced to wake up to. Let's be very clear. There is a difference between a gentle grogginess and a soul-crushing dread. There is a difference between needing a cup of coffee to get going, and needing to drag your own heavy ghost out of bed every single day. What we are talking about is that feeling of profound resistance. And this resistance is not a sign of your failure. It is an act of profound self-preservation. Your body, in its ancient wisdom, is trying to protect you. It is trying to give you a few more moments of peace in the harbor, before you have to face the storm of a life that is no longer aligned with your soul. Your hatred of the morning is not about the sunrise. It is about the day that follows it. It is often a symptom of a life being lived on autopilot, a life of quiet endurance rather than authentic engagement. Perhaps you are waking up to a job that is slowly crushing your spirit. A job that is a constant source of high-level stress. A job that goes against your core values. A job that is a performance, a mask you have to put on for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. Your resistance to the morning is your soul's rebellion against the prospect of putting on that heavy mask one more time. Perhaps you are waking up in a relationship or a family dynamic that is draining your life force. A home that is not a safe harbor, but the storm itself. A dynamic filled with conflict, with emotional labor, with a quiet, aching loneliness. Your resistance to the morning is your heart's refusal to step back onto that familiar, painful battlefield. Perhaps you are waking up with the unseen weight of burnout or depression. Your internal battery is already at zero before the day has even begun. The hatred of the morning is your body's logical response to having no energy in the tank. The very act of existing, of getting up and facing the world's demands, feels like an impossible, monumental task. And perhaps, most poignantly, you are waking up to the ache of an unlived life. The quiet, persistent pain of knowing that this is not the life you were meant for. The life you are living is a painful distance from the dreams, the passions, the person you know you are, deep down. The morning is not just the start of a new day. It is a brutal reminder of that gap. It is a reminder of your own forgotten self. So what do we do with this difficult and liberating truth? We stop blaming the morning, and we start listening to the messenger. Your resistance is not the problem. It is the compass. It is a source of invaluable data, pointing you directly toward what in your life is no longer working. The first step is to get curious. When that alarm goes off tomorrow, just for a moment, before you reach for the snooze button, notice the first thought that enters your mind. Is it a person's name? A specific task? A general feeling of dread? That first thought is a clue. It is where the pain lives. Next, think about a day you didn't hate waking up. A vacation morning. A weekend with a special plan. The first day of a new, exciting adventure. What was different? The contrast between the days you dread and the days you welcome is a map. It shows you, with perfect clarity, what your soul is actually craving. Is it freedom? Is it connection? Is it creativity? Is it peace? The journey forward is not about hacking your morning routine with cold showers and productivity tricks. You cannot trick your soul into loving a life it despises. The journey is about starting the slow, courageous work of building a life that is worth waking up for. And it starts with one tiny, gentle step. First, you must acknowledge the messenger. Thank your resistance. Thank you, body and soul, for trying to protect me. I hear you. You are telling me, with this heavy feeling, that something needs to change. This shifts you from a state of self-blame to a state of self-alliance. Second, you must plant one small seed of joy in the morning. You cannot change your entire life today. But you can reclaim 5 minutes. Before you check your phone, before you give your energy to the world, do one small thing that is purely for you. Read one page of a beautiful book. Stretch by an open window and feel the air. Listen to one song that makes your heart feel alive. This is not about productivity. This is an act of gentle rebellion. You are starting the day with a quiet declaration, I matter, too. And finally, you must allow yourself to grieve the misalignment. It is okay to be sad, or angry, that your life has drifted so far from what your soul desires. That grief is not a sign of self-pity. It is the fuel for real, lasting change. Your hatred of mornings is not a sign of your laziness. It is a sign of your soul's profound and unshakable intelligence. It is your inner compass, screaming at you that you are sailing in the wrong direction. It is a sacred and loving invitation to stop forcing yourself to endure the storm, and to start, slowly, bravely, and gently, charting a course back to a life that feels like home. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who is always not a morning person, please share this video. It might be the moment of clarity they need to start building a life they are excited to wake up to. Thank you for watching. A new morning is possible.